My friends, this is a great time to become a channel member. Every week now I'm posting uncensored videos exclusively for my channel members, along with custom emojis and live streams for members at the Arch-Villain level where you get to talk to me directly. Please consider supporting this channel by clicking the link in the video description and joining us in our fight to save pop culture. And also, check out our Patreon and Subscribe-Star pages for exclusive content you won't find anywhere else, including Harvey Cthulhu's insane podcasts, photos of my vast toy collection, and members at the Legionnaire level receive a signed photo, membership card, and certificate signed by me. You'll find the Patreon link in the video description as well. Thanks for watching, my friends, and now on to the video. Disney officially reboots Star Wars after string of disasters, removes sequels from canon. This is the headline screaming from an article published on August 12th following the unveiling of a new Star Wars trailer at D23. But is this real, or is this hype? Greetings, my friends. I am Dicta Van Doomcock, the future ruler of Earth, broadcasting from my hidden base at the center of the Earth, and I am here today to report that an odd and, I suppose, potentially earth-shaking piece of news came out of D23. News that a Star Wars project is coming out that reboots Star Wars, tosses the sequels out the airlock, and restores freedom to the galaxy. Now, this is not a rumor. Certainly it doesn't come from any of my sources. And if there's any controversy around this situation, it's not centered on if this news is true. It is true to some extent, but more along the lines of what does this news ultimately mean? Is this just a fluke, a one-off, or is this the harbinger of better things to come? In this video, I want to share an article that got a lot of my viewers asking me a lot of questions, and then discuss the ramifications of what this project is and is not, and ultimately what the hell this even means. Because yes, there is an official Star Wars project that is retconning Star Wars, pissing on the sequels, and seemingly bringing back some of the original magic of that galaxy far, far away. And in light of garbage like The Acolyte and Ahsoka, that alone is a fascinating and unexpected development.
I hear stuff like this and I think bullshit, dude. Disney has killed Star Wars. It's toast, man. What project could possibly make any difference at this point? It's kind of like telling a guy who's flat as a pancake in the middle of the road, good news, an ambulance is just 5 minutes away. Might as well be 1,000 years, man. As I said, flat as a pancake.
I don't disagree, Harvey Cthulhu. Honestly, I knew about this story days ago and kind of blew it off for the reasons you described. But my viewers and channel members repeatedly asked me about it, and so I figured I'd take a hard look at the situation and share my thoughts with you all, positive and negative. Again, I have to stress, this is not a rumor, nor did this story originate with me. This comes from a trailer released for a Star Wars project at D23, and an article published about it by InsideTheMagic.com titled Disney Officially Reboots Star Wars After a String of Disasters, Removes Sequels from Canon. And in this article, they write, quote, "It isn't just Star Wars Galaxy's Edge that's being replaced. Now the sequel trilogy is under threat. The Star Wars sequel trilogy continues to be the most widely hated entry in the franchise, although the Disney Plus series The Acolyte certainly gave it a run for its money. But Disney and Lucasfilm have finally come up with a solution to fix the faraway galaxy, and it all starts with the sequels. For the last 5 years, countless Star Wars fans have been hoping and praying that Disney and Lucasfilm will eventually reset or rewrite the sequels using the increasingly popular multiverse method. Many of us expected to see the Disney Plus series Ahsoka lean into this concept, creating the perfect segue to remove the 3 sequels from canon. But unfortunately, it did anything but. But now those fans are finally about to get their wish. Well, sort of. And what is this project? The upcoming 4-part miniseries LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy revolves around a young character named Sig Greebling who discovers an ancient powerful relic called the Cornerstone, which ends up completely rewriting Star Wars history. When you removed the Cornerstone, you created a new galaxy, Jedi Bob tells Sig in the new teaser, Every person in every world will be different, unquote.
But dude, the Lego stuff is parody. It's not official canon.
Yes, it's parody, there's no doubt about it. But consider that parodies and satires traditionally serve a vital purpose in our culture because it's under the guise of parody and satire that truths can be told. Truths under the cover of humor that otherwise could not be uttered. Mark Hamill reprises his role of Luke Skywalker in this series, and these are the words he actually says in the trailer. Quote, "Let me see if I have this right. In your galaxy, my dad is mostly evil until he turns good for like 5 minutes and then dies. My own nephew betrays me and kills most of my best friends, and I spend decades alone until I use the Force so hard that it kills me?" Yeah, no shit, Luke. We feel the same way. Initially, I felt exactly as you do, Harvey Cthulhu. Well, big deal, it's a Lego parody, and I blew it up. But so many people wrote to me asking me about this, I took another look. And while I'm still skeptical, this will lead to a wholesale revamping of the Star Wars universe. It's still intriguing because before this, I never would have thought I'd see the day that a Disney Star Wars series would shit all over the sequel trilogy. I mean, how does this come to exist? If Kathleen Kennedy is still in power, how does she allow this to take a huge dump all over her life's work? That would have been unthinkable a few years ago. Disney is fully aware that the sequel trilogy is a damn foobar disgrace, and Disney moves in lockstep. They do not allow messaging that goes against the company line, and yet, in this project, the sequel trilogy does not exist, and Luke Skywalker is like, what? Get the schmuck out of here, that's crap.
I too feel skeptical, Doomcock. It appears they also crap all over Darth Vader, turning to the light side of the Force in that Luke quote, so it seems like they're ready to trash original canon as well.
No argument from me, O Skull of Calderon. My personal skepticism about this delayed me making this video for days. The only reason I'm doing this video now is because so many of you out there wrote to me asking me to take a look at it. Is this cause for hope? I tend to doubt it, my friends, but I will admit, it does mark at the very least a shift in how Disney is looking at the sequel trilogy. Otherwise, this project would not exist. If there is any hope to be found here, I suppose this series might be a trial balloon to see if a series free of Disney Star Wars baggage does better with audiences than traditional Disney Star Wars does. If so, this could, I guess conceivably, be a backdoor or low-key way to ease back into Lucas Star Wars under the radar, perhaps even spinning off a parallel universe free of the destructive nastiness of the sequels. A parallel universe that they focus on more and more as they quietly move away from those sequels. In which case, you would be free to choose which universe was the real one. After all, it's like Obi-Wan said, the parallel universe could be the real universe from a certain point of view. But what say you in the audience, folks? Let me know your thoughts on this odd and rather complex bit of news in the video comments below. From the center of the earth, this is Dictor Van Doomcock bidding you all, my friends, stay angry. Ha 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 ha.